How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, doing good.
Wonderful.
Oh my God!
Good.
Beers.
Plowing through things.
Beer.
Everyone's tuning in to see the Couch Co-Hop drinking another beer. What beer are they going to drink this week? Well, if you watched or listened last week, you would know what beer we're drinking this week. But before we get to that,
I'm only here for the beer.
I want to introduce Jarrod, Nick, Dave, and Aaron
Hey.
joining me here on the couch.
Ooh.
What is happening here? Sorry, hold on a second.
Uh,
I'm having a little,
Lots of things.
little weird. I guess I didn't notice.
Technical difficulties.
No, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's perfect.
He just doesn't know how to use his
Program
computer.
becomes
That's all.
self-aware.
No, we're still good.
Yeah.
We're still on top of it. You guys
Yeah.
need to. Yeah, we're the Couch Co-Hop, and we drink beer every week. We have rotating choices, so each one of us takes a pick. So each one of us picks a beer. We drink a beer. We tell you what we think of that beer. You can find our podcast on all the podcasting platforms, absolutely free. What a bargain! You can't even get.
That's
You
a
can't
bargain.
get a free beer, but you can listen to five guys drink a beer free.
yes. If not, discount.
Yeah, right. There's video versions out there on Spotify and YouTube. If you don't know where they're at this point, go listen to an old episode. I can't be talking about this stuff all the time. It brings us down.
Which co-op?
But this week, yeah.
It's my turn.
It's Jarrod's turn. Jarrod, what are we drinking this week?
We're drinking Golden Roads Pup Session IPA.
All right, well let's crack it
With the
then.
adorable little peppers on it.
3, 2, 1.
One.
Crack-a-lacka.
Yeah, popping the can.
Already there.
Dude, it's just like
Smells
it's like,
nice.
It's like a hot
It smells
bomb.
very floral. Yeah.
Citrusy, yeah.
Floral. It's just straight up hops. That's all I
Yes. You
Mm.
definitely smell the cone.
I could go get some fresh ones from my garden. They're about ripe.
Nice. You should
That's
brew
right.
this year,
You are
Dave.
growing those.
I'm gonna brew this year, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use my own hops.
Oh.
So it looks a little cloudy.
face.
It's not like perfectly filtered or anything like that. It's not like a bunch of sediment, but it's kind of cloudy.
Smells nice.
Mhm.
If you need to do a urine test at your job, just pour some of this in your cup.
I thought that was Coors Light if you do that.
And Coors Light's too light.
Yeah, that's true.
So what I like about this beer
Hey,
is
pass.
it's hoppy.
It's too hoppy for a session.
It's a pale ale. It's
I
almost.
gotta go with Dean
I would-
on this one.
I would perhaps call it a pale ale, like a hoppy pale ale.
It's too hoppy for a session.
No, this is not too hoppy. I think it's lovely. It's
Dude,
balanced.
if we were to talk about that last
I gotta go
beer
with
that
Dean on
Dave
this one.
picked, if you picked that beer that Dave picked, that omission beer that should have been a session beer that was like just like was probably more a pale ale
Yeah.
and not that hoppy, that should have been a session. This is this tastes like it should be like a fucking 6 or 7% beer.
That's what I like about it. That's why I like it. It's
Oh.
4.5, and it tastes
Not
like it.
good.
It doesn't.
It has a lot of flavor. It does.
It also has body. What you find
Flavor
in
is
a
just-
lot
It does
of
have
these
body. I will
flavor.
agree that it has body, but it's just like the flavor is just hops. It's nothing else. It's like hop
This
killer.
is another.
I like it.
This is another Moosehead fight.
Maybe.
I gotta say this. I'm siding with Ian. It's a bit too hoppy. It's for a session IPA. I feel like we've had session IPAs before, and they just go down like water. This is kind of like
You see,
choking at the beginning.
I feel like this is the perfect session IPA because the body is not missing, and it's really hoppy. What I find with a lot of session IPAs is they're either like all hops and there's no body, or they're just not that
Right.
hoppy. And it's like, I just like the fact that this is 4.5%, but doesn't. If you gave me this and told me it was 6, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you.
Well,
And
let's see what Golden Roads says about Wolf Pup Session IPA.
Not much.
Hoppy and refreshing. Wolf Pup is a riff on a session IPA, highly drinkable with a wildly aromatic tropical character. I don't get the tropical. It's the perfect companion to keep on sipping for those long, sunny days. Malt, 2-row, Maris, Otter, Rye, and Dextrin hops. What is that? Simcoe?
Simcoe, yeah.
Chinook, Mosaic, Econaut, and Galaxy. And then tasting notes, classic session IPA, light body, tropical fruit, citrus. I don't know, buddy. ABV
I
4.5,
gotta
which is
argue
crazy.
about
IBU.
sunny day beer.
I agree. I argue that the IBU is way higher than 45. Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
It is so
It might
hoppy.
taste it. It might taste higher than 45 just because, like, yes, it's got some body, but it's not. Usually, that's where the 6.5% alcohol comes in. It balances the hops a lot more than.
Yeah, I feel that it's pretty well balanced.
Yeah, I love the smell of this.
My first few drinks, I got a lot of the malty flavors, and now as I'm drinking more of it, the more of the hoppiness is really
Aftertaste
saturating
is
in my
really
tongue.
disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm really getting lovely tropical smells out of this.
What do you think, Nick? Nick, you talk.
So I've never actually really had a session IPA. I've always been turned off by the idea of a low alcohol IPA. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised by
He
this.
likes it, of course you know.
I gotta say with Ian,
So I will say,
Let's let Nick talk.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's his first time trying
we
it, so
don't-
I'm interested.
True.
So I mean, just like we can taste the wonderful hoppy flavor of it, but I mean, it's
Right.
just it's nice not being overwhelmed by the alcohol. Not that I can really discern the difference between this and just kind of a regular run-of-the-mill IPA. I mean, double IPA, yeah, I could pick that one out, but no, this is actually quite nice.
The difference is no alcohol, so you should probably drink more of it. You might be able to play Rocket League longer.
Well, you can buy this in a 15-pack.
Is it 15 or 18s? I couldn't remember.
It's a 15-pack. I've bought several of those over the years.
They had it at the beer distribution place one time on sale, and I bought snot out of it. It was great.
Yeah.
I did notice that it's actually expired, or at least the can that I had is expired.
Yeah, mine says
I think
18th
that's
of
what's kind
June.
of getting me right now. I think that's what's getting me right now. I feel like if I had it fresh, it wouldn't have been so bad. There's some beers that just kind of like dissipate in their flavor super fast, and I think that's because of its low alcohol content. It's making it more.
No. But here's the thing: an IPA,
to me,
the idea of an IPA is that this hoppiness is to retain the beer.
Yep. And
So,
the
like,
alcohol and the.
If anything, it would just be a lighter hoppy flavor. It wouldn't be as intense as it is right now. So, like, if it was a beer at its release time and you were to drink it, technically, it should be even more hoppier than it is right now. And I had it. I drank this beer. When did we get it? When did we drop? I don't know. It's like a month. So, like, I don't know.
About a month ago, maybe 2 months.
I'm just saying, like, the beers should be technically fine. It's just going to be a lighter hop profile. Really.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you've not kept it in somewhere where the temperature's fluctuated significantly, it should be all right.
I'm slowly starting to reverse course. Is that
Oh, see? It's coming
slowly,
around.
very slowly? Well, it's because my mouth is now used to it, because like it's like what Jarrod said. The first few sips, it's like malty and super hoppy, and then as you go down and it gets a smidge warmer, you get more of the complex flavors of it. Because
the aftertaste is disgusting.
the aftertaste is not the greatest. I will still stand with you on that one.
I like the beer, I like the
going
smell,
in,
the
it's not
aftertaste.
bad.
This is
I
what
don't
I'm
really
looking
notice the
for in the
aftertaste
beer.
on this.
Yeah, I will. For the most part, I will say. Well, the aftertaste anyway. I will say with him because
Like, what's
it's just,
the point in... Okay, for me, as a person that is very picky on its IPAs, why would I drink an IPA at 4.5%? I'm not. If I'm going to drink an IPA, I'm going to drink an IPA for full alcohol value. So drinking this
Right.
beer
And that's
is
why
just,
I never drink the session IPAs, is for that same reason.
So this beer is a complete waste,
why do I
because I don't
want
really
some?
like this genre of beer for the most part, except for there's some I fucking love, but for this, like, This is like a straight up like generic IPA with no alcohol
Yeah.
in it.
The only session IPA I actually liked was the session IPA from Full Sail because they did a brief thing for session IPA for session ale because they did their cerveza, their black lager, their lager, their hazy, their
I've only seen their
IPA stuff.
IPA and their mixed pack.
Yes,
Yeah, and
exactly. But
that's a
that's the thing.
7% IPA though, so it's not really a session. Even though it's session beer,
Right.
it's not a session IPA.
Right, but they did it really. I mean,
And it
I
was
know,
really
but they
good.
still did it. It was delicious. I like
I
that
had some
one.
this weekend, so it was like, yeah, it's a good it's a good IPA, but it's not a session. It's not a session IPA.
Oh no,
It's seven.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I agree. But no, there's been other session IPAs I've had out there that are better than this, but I think it's just the aftertaste is what's killing me on this one because yeah,
I
it's
think I'm gonna
staying.
buy some of this week. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
really enjoying it, and especially in the hot weather, and
Right.
I can drink a 6-pack of these and not be like totally crucified in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt there.
I totally get that.
I mean, it's a black eye in the Anheuser-Busch InBev line of beers, I mean, this company just needs to be shut down. Anyway, I've never liked any of Golden Roads beers, so I don't know.
Well, didn't we have the
Yes.
pineapple one? That wasn't it pineapple IPA? That was pretty.
I like their summer, the mango cart. That stuff was good.
Bryn likes it,
Oh,
but
the mango
I don't really care for that.
Yeah.
I haven't had that one yet, but I'm not really looking to.
Bryn
drink it.
likes fruity wheats, so that's fine. I get it. It's fruit beer for girls. I get it.
Right.
Fruit beer for girls and Jarrod, I guess.
Yeah, why not? I know what I like.
I've never been a big fan of Golden Road. I don't like their can design. I feel like they're like cheap looking designs. I don't know. I don't like anything about them.
It's consistent.
And what was that? Dave bought us that variety pack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, from Miletus.
And then they had one of their particular beers was like a strawberry something or cherry something.
Is it cherry? Is it cherry?
And I
Was
popped
that
it.
the Gose?
Like that.
Maybe I don't know what it was.
I
But
don't think
popped
it was the
it,
Gose.
and it was the syrup of the sugars had separated, so it was like watery and then syrupy at the bottom, and it was just like the grossest fucking thing. And it's like that's like a quality standard thing, and it's like I just fuck this company. Anyway, so I
watched.
I'm with you on the
I watched a
brewery.
show
And
with them.
this is the only one I like.
Disgusted by them.
I'm sure there is. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
You're right. The flavor does deaden as you get down to the bottom of it. I agree with that, but it's like I have to get down to the bottom of the beer before it's okay to drink. It's like, meh.
Well, now
Right.
you'd be ready for your second one. That's
I
what
don't
that's
want
what
a
this
second
beer is
one.
like.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
any more of this.
I wish I had another one.
Yeah. So honestly, to me, this is
One's enough.
This is the session This is of all the session IPAs I've tried. This and I think All Day IPA by Founders Brewing. I think those are the two that I like the best because honestly, most of the time I find them lacking body and
Why
they're not.
session an IPA? Why not just drink a different beer and then have an IPA? I don't know.
I like this one because I like the tropicalness of the hops and
disgusting. It's disgusting.
I do like the hop flavor they've gone for here. So
Any guesses on what kind of thumb Ian's gonna give this beer?
There you go.
Listen,
I
I already
knew
told.
that's
I think
coming.
in a few episodes ago when we were talking about IPAs, like I was gonna give mediocre IPAs a thumbs down. So like
I know
bad
It's almost-
IPAs, I'm gonna give it just you already know. I don't even need to say it, but like there's because the fucking genre is so blown out and overrated right now, and I've even read articles like
Not to mention,
people are drinking IPAs right now that they think are good, but are actually complete garbage because there's just so many of them, and they think they're cool because they're from craft breweries. It's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like The genre needs to
And
take
not
a
to
fucking
mention,
hit.
you and I are both suffering some serious IPA
If
fatigue.
they like it, why does it matter?
Yeah, well. Anyway, we can go ahead and rate it.
Hmm.
Throw up 4 Chubs. This is getting 4 Chubs. Oh no, Aaron's gonna go full down. What? I thought you were gonna give it a
Well,
sideways.
It
This
has
is
an
what-
86
thought-
on Beer Advocate.
This is what I'm looking for in the session IPA. I mean,
Dude,
I don't-
Space Dust had an 87, Jared.
I don't always
taste
want
is-
a session IPA, but sometimes I do, and this is like the best one I've found so far. But I'm still on the search because it's not perfect.
2.5.
Alright, so 1.5
2.5.
Chubs?
2.5.
2.5, yeah.
2.5
2.5.
Chubs.
2.5. I feel that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, now if you like
I hate
IPAs,
the idea of a
We're-
session IPA.
if you love
just
IPAs, we're
as a-
pissing
an
in
taste,
somebody's
man.
face. If you like IPAs, like
Well,
that's
maybe you
so
don't
that's
like
2
this one.
IPA. Like Space Dust had like an 87% on, or some crazy shit like that. So like we pissed on Space
Yeah,
Dust.
I don't understand why Space Dust had anything.
I want to say it
I don't
actually.
get that one
I
either.
had Space Dust the past week, and it actually tasted better when
It has a
it was just-
91%, Ian. You're
Oh
wrong.
shit! Well,
drinking
then
it
what's the
by
other one?
itself.
There's Untapped and there's Beer Advocate. I feel like
Yeah, it's
Jared
Untapped.
or Dave said 80 something,
Yeah.
but
And
91.
What about rate beer?
You know what?
That's
I
stupid.
do feel like that the 0.5, the half a thumb we gave Space Dust might be a little unfair. Might be a little bit unfair. It's probably about the same rating as this beer. Really? It's less hoppy.
No,
I
no.
understand.
You what? But the thing you're
But-
getting confused there is like, as an IPA versus a lower alcohol IPA. I think this is a really good example of a low alcohol IPA, which you may disagree with, but there's not that many low alcohol IPAs. I mean, Space Dust was just
Right.
unbalanced.
Yeah, but I don't go for an IP. I don't go to an IPA for low alcohol. So like
Sometimes I do,
Right.
see. I'm never gonna do that.
but then I don't order. I don't order
And the whole
lager at
point,
the bar
the whole point
either,
of an
so-
IPA is
Yeah.
to
So
have
there's
a
an
higher
amber,
amount of
there's a
alcohol.
brown, there's so many other beers you can go to. I don't know. I don't understand why the IPA is like why this sour beer movement is such a necessary thing. Like I don't know. It's
You know
such-
what?
I don't understand.
It's an over. It's
Ours?
an. The flavor is not that good, and then I don't know. I just don't. It's not. It doesn't taste like
Mhm.
beer. To personally myself, it's like this alt version of beer. It doesn't taste
Mhm.
what beer is.
Well, I mean,
That's
it
why
already
I-
has its own subcategories.
That's what I
so,
mean. Like it's like
maybe
IPA
maybe
shouldn't
it's
be a
its
beer. It
own
should be
thing.
something else because it doesn't taste
it's
how
its,
beer should
it's
be.
its own classification.
right. No, I get it.
Anyway, this
Anyway,
got a thumb-
Jared. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
This one got a thumb up from me because I would actually and have actually bought it in the store.
I've
And
got
I
multiple
always
15
feel like
packs.
that's worth that's
Yeah.
where you go from like the half thumb to a thumb up. It's like something that you would actually
You
that I've
buy
actually
it,
bought in the
you
past, or I would,
drink it.
I'll,
I would
You
buy
want-
some more
I'll
next
drink
week.
it when I go to Dave's because he bought it at the store.
Damn.
I'm like, okay.
Oh, let me tell you, when
That's
I'm
fair enough.
Damn.
when I'm drunk, I'll drink it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking it. I'm drinking it. I mean, it's on the level with HRD. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway,
Oh,
Jared, what video game are you pairing this beer with?
Well, you may have heard of the character Amaterasu from Okami, the
Okay.
sun goddess.
I've heard
I
of.
figured it should be Okami
you
himself.
just say Okami, and then I know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, you never played Amaterasu is the sun goddess in Japanese folklore,
No.
and
Right. That makes
maybe not
sense.
as a wolf, but hey, still Amaterasu from Okami is pretty epic, with the celestial
Okay.
paintbrush and all that stuff.
Right.
Super cool game.
Yeah, like it's been remastered quite a few times, and I
Yeah.
own multiple versions of it, and still never
Yeah.
beaten it because I'm just lazy.
I
Hmm.
beat it. Yeah, that was a great game.
Cool. All right,
Right.
Okami.
Yeah. Okami.
Nick to win. What beer are we drinking next week?
Next week with Nick to win.
Because we're still in the summertime, we are going to have some Sam Adams Summer Ale.
Boston.
Sam
I like
Adams
this-
on the
there's a
show, isn't it?
summer-ish theme.
Boston.
Yes, I've been kind of drinking this lately, and it's kind of grown on me a little bit. So excited to get into this one and see what you guys think about it.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. I like Sam Adams
I'm
stuff most of the
excited.
time.
Yeah, most of
I
the
do
time
too.
this
I
Sam
stuff is
love this
pretty
Adams
stuff, guys.
solid.
I've had it in the past.
I just went through a 6-pack of Oktoberfest real quick.
Yes,
Like that Sam
their
Adams
Oktoberfest
Oktoberfest.
is always
Yep.
it's always an annual thing that I have to get.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Makes
Every year.
sense.
It's
Like
too
with me and
early.
Twilight
It's
and
too.
other
It's
shit.
too early, and it's too hot for that shit.
Yes, it is.
Ok-
Yeah,
It's a bit
that's
too
why I
malty for
haven't.
Well,
That's why I
we're
haven't.
we're still in August,
I
and you
mean-
can go buy Halloween stuff right now. So
Yeah, but I ain't
whatever.
who.
This is
That's
true.
that's
Yeah.
people and their kids, man. I guess that's you guys. I guess that's it's all you guys except.
You mean
So
for
like the
alcohol?
Oktoberfest,
Makes sense.
yeah, I have to wait for it to like cool down a little. That's more of a September beer.
Mhm.
not
Well,
August.
Oktoberfest
Absolutely.
is celebrated in October, so
September, actually.
or yeah, September.
September, yeah.
But
Well, yeah.
That's
yeah.
it. That's it.
Because it was too
Anyway.
rainy and all that crap.
Mhm.
Well,
We-
there we go.
It's good on.
Oh,
It's delicious on the coast if you go in August.
all right.
By the way.
Let's
Anyway,
let's
Anyway.
not spoil the
Anyway,
episode.
we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about
I
it right
miss
now
the coast.
because that's next week, ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen.
the-
So go out and buy your
That's right.
Sam
By the time
Adams Summer Ale if you can still find it. Hopefully you can. And play along with us next week. Until then, I want to remind you to listen to our podcast on all the podcast platforms. We're available everywhere: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. You can find us on video form on youtube.com/milkmanpictures or on Spotify itself in their app. You can also go to anchor.fm/thecouchcohop show. Leave us messages. You can leave us a voice message. I'm really trying to get someone to leave us a voice message. I don't know what I'll do. Nick will do something if someone leaves us a voice message. I don't know what that is.
Take up my old job.
Anyway, but yeah, leave us a voice message. I'll play it on the show. It'll be super funny, and then you can listen to yourself talk on a podcast. Ooh, super exciting, right? That's why no one does it. Let's see what else we got. I think that's it. I just want to say I hope everyone had a good summer. I want to thank the guys, Jarrod, Nick, Dave, and Aaron, for joining me here on the couch. And for Couch Co-op, Jarrod.
Right.
beer excellent with each other.
There you go.
Beer here,
Boom.
beer square.
Beer here. Har, 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 har.
See you here,
Alright, I
be
love you.
square.